My name's Andrew, and when I'm not hiking in the wilderness with the rest of the crew, I'm pursuing my other passion in life, Kung Fu. Before we all went to Japan to hike, I had the chance to travel to Hong Kong, the place where Bruce Lee grew up, and a city whose urban environment seems to blend with the nature all around it. We hiked through the jungle, visited remote mountain monasteries and temples in the countryside, traveled across the seas to remote islands, and ate some delicious food. And in between, we explored the city and did a lot of Kung Fu. So join me right now as I take you along on one of the many days we spent here in Hong Kong.
Last night was pretty fun. As I was about to pass out around 1 a.m., my Sifu calls me and he's like, "What are you doing?" Around 5 or 6 a.m. he calls me on WhatsApp again. And then I remembered that last night he got to play Chisao with the Grandmaster Kearnspecht. And I realized he's been buzzing with inspiration and he wants to use me as a test dummy for the things he's learned. Alright, it's time to head out.
It's insane how fast Kearnspecht can move. It's insane how much he can make you not move. He can control the whole situation, the whole space. He is a true definition of Guilo.
Like a literal ghost.
He's a literal ghost, like not there anymore.
Apparating through you, and suddenly he's behind you.
I just got to touch hands with Sifu Kearnspecht. He was like trying to touch me, and then suddenly his hand is right here. And then I did it again, and he's like behind me suddenly. It's wild. Right, so we are going to the 10,000 Buddha Monastery, which has 10,000 golden Buddha statues, and each one is different. Alright, because the rain is still coming down, we're gonna do the Bruce Lee exhibit first. I won't be able to film anything in the Bruce Lee exhibit, but I bet it's gonna be great. That was definitely very cool. I think one of my favorite pieces was a letter that Bruce Lee wrote to Wang Xiangliang, who was one of Yip Man's first students.
Absolutely special down in that, dude.
So Sifu Alex got a Yip Man history book that has like pictures of articles Yip Man was in and stuff like that.
Even I haven't seen many of these photos.
We're heading to a mall to eat before continuing on our journey. We're getting Hainanese chicken now.
Got these rare books, including the history book on Yip Man. Cost me less than $100. Cool. Oh wow. Manmansek, you know Manmansek? Huh? Manmansek, you know Manmansek? Eat slowly.
Manmansek, yeah.
You said Manmansek.
That I do know. I've been told that all my life.
Yes.
My mother would be glad you're here to tell me to eat slowly.
Oh really?
Got some ginger here.
Egg porridge. Check this out. It's like gelatinous, almost like aspic or something. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of tastes like a really hearty like chicken noodle soup.
Yeah, it's like chewier than I expected. Kind of like if you mix chicken and fish together.
Yeah.
Super
Cool,
good.
right?
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
The lunch was great. Now I think we're going to the 10,000 Steps Monastery, and after that we have to be at the pier at 4:45 sharp because we've got a private boat going to a fancy seafood restaurant, something along those lines, for dinner tonight. So now what's happening is we're gonna actually skip the monastery or the temple. There just wouldn't be enough time and we'd be super sweaty. And I think everyone is looking forward to some rest back at the hotel. So now we're gonna take a pit stop to Lake Hongman where his Hong Kong style undershirts are made, which Bruce Lee wore in The Big Boss. Now we are headed to the metro station to get to the pier to get on this boat. Looking fancy, Mikey Dean.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you got to represent when no one else will, you know what I mean?
No one else. It's not fancy enough for you?
Story. Yeah, the final fight scene is on there. Oh yeah, that's right. Very cool. Lamma Island, which is
You said you wouldn't fish from this pier?
You know, they probably know something I don't know. It would concern me a little bit, maybe. I have fished in New York City. You can actually fish in this channel right in front of the Statue of Liberty. But it's like for a migratory species, so it's different.
So they're not like constantly
living. They're not constantly getting in New York City like gross.
Gotcha.
But
love a nice ride on a ferry. There's just nothing like it. Feel the wind in your hair, see the rush of the water, and just beautiful views.
What's your style?
My style? Yeah, I guess you could call it the art of fighting without fighting.
shot Enter the Dragon, you know, where they're on the boats, where they have the flashbacks on the boats. That's Aberdeen.
Yeah, this might be one of the coolest ferry rides I've ever been on. It's just stunning scenery. This place is so aesthetically beautiful and scenic and amazing. This is the coolest stuff I've ever done in my life.
I literally just said seafood. I thought I had done cool stuff, but I never had done anything cool.
Yeah.
You guys set the bar too high, so that everything else now is good.
My whole life is downhill from here. Yeah, this whole alleyway along the pier is super cool. But we are heading to the restaurant to eat, so I'm looking forward to some tasty seafood. Got some beer with an ice bucket. I might not partake in the beer today because I got a slight sore throat, so I don't want to risk it. But hey, this beer is the same color as the tea. Okay, so to say cheers in Cantonese, it's Yamboy. Yamboy. Okay.
Yamboy is cheers.
Yeah, absolutely. Cheers. This tea is exactly what I need. Let's try this coconut water. Oh man, that is the best coconut water I've ever had. Like, not even joking. It's got like this beautiful nuttiness. Usually when I get coconut water from the markets in the US, it's like mushroomy, but this is like actually nutty. Those electrolytes feel good. All right, let's try the coconut meat too. Wow, that's good. Really tender. Oh, I love fried oysters. It's so good. Now we're doing it with some soy sauce and chili oil. All right. Those sauces are really good with the pungence of the oyster, and that crispiness of that batter is like perfect. We've got a steamed fish and some scallops of vermicelli noodles.
Wow. Some nice sort of buttery subtle flavor.
The noodles have a ginger scallion sauce that's really good. And look at the size of the scallop here. Let's try this steamed fish. Got some mushrooms and other vegetables. Fish is very tender, and yet not falling apart, so it's still like got substance to it. We've got some lobster and what looks like some crispy fried rice noodles. Yeah, this is like crispy on the outside, but soft, tender, and moist on the inside. Have the lobster. Soft and tender. Covered in a subtle lobstery sauce. Unbelievable. So that is abalone, and when we were camping in the Lost Coast in California, we found some of these shells on the beach. The distinctive features like the size, the iridescent inside, and also the holes in the shell. All right, time to try this abalone. The abalone is all sliced up. Subtle flavor. Very tender but still chewy, if that makes sense. All right, so we've got this snail, and the way you eat it, take this and you pull the meat out. So there's the meat of the snail, and you can see it's got that spiral to it. That snail is actually really delicious. It's like the end of it on the inside of the spiral has this slight pungence to it that's kind of like a roe or something. We've got some baby bok choy. This is sweet and sour pork.
We usually have to ask for spicier.
This is the legit stuff. It has like much more complexity of flavor. It almost tastes caramelized or something like that. And it's served with pineapple. All right, and now I'm gonna have some fried rice. Can you taste the wok hei? Chi, like the wok energy?
Oh, from the...
You know when they like do it with the fire?
This guy's stoned off wok hei. For real. Where he's got that wok energy right now, and he's spreading it around. I'm starting to feel it too.
All right, this lobster head was hiding all of the lobster roe, so we gotta have some of that. That is roe, right? All right, let's see. So creamy. Such a good, pungent, ocean-y taste. So good. All right, the head also has some good meat hidden inside too. The meat covered in that roe, so soft and tender and creamy and delicious. That piece of meat I just had, it was like eating tender lobster meat covered in a creamy egg yolk. This is what I live for.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Unless they bring out another dish, I'm tapping out. It's funny how eating small things over the course of an hour can make you so full. That's a good way to eat though, because you're eating slowly, appreciating the food. You're not stuffing your face so that you're uncomfortably full. Got fresh sweet pineapple from the Philippines and some watermelon. Oh my God. Let's try this pineapple. It is cold, sweet. You know how pineapple sometimes makes your mouth pucker up? It has none of that. That is a perfect pineapple. I'm not exaggerating. I don't ham things up for YouTube. This is like phenomenal pineapple. Now the watermelon, it's fresh and crisp. Perfect. Feeling good?
Feeling better than good. That's definitely a meal highlight of the trip. Far more amazing than what I expected. So yeah, 6 out of 5 stars.
Rainbow Seafood Restaurant.
11 out of 10.
Cooperation， 请与船頭上船，多謝合作。請由船頭上船。
The others got off on the Hong Kong Island side to go party. We were getting one drink, then going to bed. Oh my god, I'm so glad I made the decision to stay in. Time to shower and go to bed at a reasonable time. Good night. Hey, thank you so much for watching this vlog. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and check out some more Hong Kong vlogs right here. Once again, thank you so much.